night, and honestly, I think my air conditioner's working harder than I am. But hey, at least it's keeping the cold cases, well, cold. Speaking of which, we've got a fantastic guest with us tonight who knows a thing or two about digging into those long-forgotten files. Please give a warm welcome to the one and only Julian Dubois, cold case investigator extraordinaire.
Thanks, Miles. It's good to be here. And yes, my air conditioner is also on overtime, trying to keep up with the heat and the sheer volume of unsolved mysteries, I suppose.
Exactly. You know, Julian, your office must feel a bit like a time capsule, especially with cases like the Ray Jenkins one still lingering. It's like the past just refuses to stay buried, isn't it?
It really is. Every file has a story, and some of them just stick with you, demanding attention. It's a constant reminder of the work that still needs to be done.
And that's why we're so glad you're here tonight, because you've brought us a new one, a case that's been sitting for far too long. We're talking about the disappearance of Sarah Beth Monroe from Pine Bluff back in '98. So, Julian, we're diving into the Sarah Beth Monroe case from Pine Bluff, 1998. You know, her parents, Eleanor and Robert, they seemed to have this picture-perfect life, didn't they? All neat and tidy.
They certainly presented that way, Miles. Our first interview with them was very factual, very much grieving parents recounting events. But the second time, we really tried to peel back those layers to see what was underneath that immaculate living room facade.
Oh, immaculate living room facade. That's always where the good stuff is hiding, isn't it? Right behind the perfectly fluffed throw pillows.
Exactly, Clara. And speaking of hidden things, Sarah Beth had a song, The Silence After, that you mentioned dealt with secrets and unspoken hurts. That's pretty telling, isn't it?
It is, and what's particularly significant is her song journal. It disappeared with her. We believe it contained her most personal thoughts, perhaps even the very secrets she was singing about.
So you're thinking her music wasn't just about her own feelings, but maybe she was uncovering secrets about other people? Perhaps even within her own family?
That's the strong implication. When Ginny, our interviewer, started probing about potential family secrets or past incidents, Eleanor and Robert became visibly uncomfortable. There was a definite tension in the room.
Music has a way of doing that, doesn't it? Like a truth serum set to a melody. You can't hide from a good bass line.
No, you can't. So what did you manage to pull out of them, Julian? Any specific skeletons rattling in that perfectly clean closet?
Well, after a lot of gentle pushing, Eleanor finally revealed she had a brother, Martin. He'd moved away years ago after what she vaguely described as a difficult period. They rarely spoke of him, almost as if he'd been erased from the family history.
A difficult period, huh? That's detective code for something juicy we're not telling you. You're good, Julian. You really are. You just keep poking until the truth pops out.
It's less about poking and more about patience, Miles, and a lot of coffee. But yes, the silence around Martin was deafening, especially once we knew about Sarah Beth's song.
So, The Silence After wasn't just a song title, it was a family policy.
Boom, Claire's on fire tonight. But seriously, Julian, the idea that Sarah Beth's music, her personal journal, could be the key to unlocking a family secret that might be connected to her disappearance? That's chilling.
It highlights how art, like music, can be a powerful medium for uncovering hidden truths. And the psychological impact of these kinds of family secrets, especially on a young person like Sarah Beth, can be immense.
Do you think that song journal, if it's ever found, could really blow this case wide open?
Absolutely. Personal artifacts like that are windows into a person's inner world. They can reveal unresolved issues, hidden feelings, and yes, even secrets that others tried to bury.
It's like a diary, but with a soundtrack, way more dramatic.
Definitely more dramatic. And the emotional complexity for the Monroes, dealing with Sarah Beth's disappearance while also potentially sitting on these family secrets, it must be agonizing.
It is. There are so many layers of grief and mystery involved. It's not just about finding out what happened to Sarah Beth, but also understanding the full context of her life and perhaps her family's life.
It really makes you wonder about the balance between family privacy and the need to confront painful truths for healing, doesn't it?
Some secrets are just too heavy to carry alone, or to bury forever.
Couldn't agree more. Julian, this is fascinating and psychological toll of these cold cases and what it takes to keep digging.
Sounds good, Miles. There's always more to uncover.
Especially when the air conditioner is working overtime.
Julian, this has been absolutely fascinating. You really did manage to pull out some incredible threads from that difficult period the Monroes mentioned. It's amazing what patience and a lot of coffee can uncover.
It's always a privilege to share these stories, Miles. And hopefully it brings us one step closer to answers for Sarah Beth.
And your dedication to these cases, it's truly inspiring. It reminds us that these aren't just files, they're lives.
Yeah, and some secrets are just too heavy to carry or too hot to keep buried, especially in this Arkansas heat.
Exactly, Clara. Always bringing the heat, literally and figuratively. Thank you both so much for joining us tonight. That's all the time we have for this episode of Cold Case Chronicles, The Pine Bluff Mystery. We'll be back next week with another chilling tale from the archives. Until then, stay curious and keep those air conditioners running.